good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you are watching us. This is History Corners with Nathaniel, and for today's episode, we are going to discuss and deliberate on a very wonderful topic: Western religion. Western religion, its influence over African traditional religion, and a lot more. So we are going to start with Nathaniel Okeke, and he's our first speaker. We currently have Professor Nolly stage name. So, Nathaniel Okeke, please, Western religion. I don't know anything about Western religion, but please, can you throw light on Western religion, the idea and the concept?
Okay, it's nice being here. Western religion as a concept is a religion that emanated from Western Europe, and it is actually dominated by Christian religion. We have the Catholicism, we have the Protestantism, we have the Anglicanism, and we have other Christian denominations that make up Western religion.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a religion that emanated from Western Europe and is dominated by Christianity, and you have some of these denominations I have mentioned.
It's all right. Okay, so I don't know how did it came to Africa? It's not an African something. It's not an African religion, but we practice it in Africa. So how, Professor Nolly, how did it? How did we get to this stage we are now practicing Western religion? Okay, let's hear from you, Professor Nolly.
Okay, to me, according to Kunle Adekunle, this man said Western religion itself is a tool that was brought by the colonial master, the British, in order to colonize Africa. And if I am to say anything about Western religion, I will tell you Western religion that we are practicing today in Africa is what has kept Africa, Nigeria in particular, in the state of God abegism.
Wow. Ghana what?
God abegism.
God abegism. So can you elucidate, please? Simplify
Okay.
it. It's a grammar.
I am a Marxian.
Okay.
According to Kamas, he said religion is an opium, an opiate of the masses, the daughter of hope and fear, explaining to the ignorant the nature of the unknown. Religion itself is the heart in an heartless society. Look at religion is a tool that is brought by the colonial master in order to keep Africa the way it is today. Religion is one of the problems in Nigeria today.
Western religion, we had a lot of religion. In fact, Africa had their own religion. So when you have to be specific, Western religion, right?
Okay.
We're talking about Western religion, so you have to be specific. When you're saying religion, is this and that, there are a lot of religion. So, Mr. Nathaniel Okeke, I don't know, how has Western religion influenced our own indigenous religion? Because before the coming of the European, we had ATR, African Traditional Religion. How has it influenced our own religion?
Okay, from research, we know that the Yoruba people have what they call the worship of the Orisha. The Igbos also have the veneration of ancestors, where they believe that the ancestors are supreme, and they tell you when a man dies, he goes to be with his ancestors.
Yes. Okay.
So actually, we had religions before the coming of the Western religion to Africa, and they were not totally bad, if you ask me. That's my opinion. We worshipped our God, and we did everything that, in fact, are done now in Western religion, except for the concept Professor Nolim has introduced, God abegism. Okay. So where we have become beggars. Yes, we were sons in traditional religions, but in Western religion we are not. Now you ask a question which I think I should shed light on. How did we get here?
Yes.
The coming of the Europeans, as my idea is opposed to what he said, to balkanize Africa, to share Africa, to rip us, has nothing to actually do with Western religion. But there are a lot of things that Western religion did to Africa that we should separate from colonization.
Okay.
These are two different people that came to Africa, and one came to win souls, and the other came to exploit us. So these are two entities. But there was a statistic that was released, I think recently, about the highest praying countries in the world.
Highest praying.
Highest praying countries in the world. And it will shock you. Nigeria ranks number 1.
Well, thank you. You said something like you were trying to distinguish colonialism and religion, the influence over Africa. To me, I feel religion, Western religion. There is something Dele Farotimi, a two-time barrister. You know him, right? You know, he says something about spiritualized carnal evil, which suggests a complex dynamic between spiritual aspirations and worldly desires, spiritual perversion, perversion of spiritualism. There is a sense to the fact that religion was an alien religion; it was not our own. And what I want you, to understand, and the viewers too to get is that this religion came, just like Professor Noli said, they were all tools, instrument of colonialism and.
I beg to disagree.
You agree?
I beg to disagree.
You have to agree. You have to agree.
Okay, let me comment.
Okay.
According to this scholar known as Wataroni, in his book,
okay,
he said the Europeans, the British, they came with 3 Bs.
Okay, Wataroni.
Wataroni.
How Europeans
underdeveloped Africa.
Okay.
Thank you very much. So he said these Europeans, they came with 3 Bs, which are Bible, business, and bullets. That explains to you the reason why the Europeans brought religion. Like I said earlier, in the writings of Karl Marx, he said religion is the heart in an heartless society. I'm coming. How can you enslave people? How can you exploit from people? Then you still preach to them to forgive. Religion is what made that to be possible, because religion teaches you to forgive. They enslaved us. They exploited our resources. In fact, not exploit. They stole our resources, our natural resources.
Thank you very much. Okay. You were trying to counter the idea that religion was an instrument or tool to colonize Africa. Please.
Okay, my ideas. I will first refer to Achebe's Things Fall Apart, where he says the white man is very clever. He quietly and peaceably with his religion.
Yes.
And we amused at his foolishness and allowed him to stay. Gradually, he has won our brothers. Our clan can no longer act as one. He has put a knife in the things that held us together, and we are falling apart.
Oh.
Now, looking at religion, there is when you read Things Fall Apart, you see the point where Moye begins to follow the come to Umuofia. And Okonkwo wonders and says, how come that my own son, who is supposed to be a man, is behaving like a woman?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Why has he abandoned our father's religion? But I want to ask, Western religion preaches the supremacy of one God. African traditional religion preaches the supremacy of one God.
Okay.
Western European religion, as you said, preaches unity and love. African religion preaches unity and love. So I don't say and I don't agree that religion was a tool for colonization. Everybody is entitled to his opinion. And let me just summarize what I'm saying. Those who came with the guns and those who came with the businesses are different, in quote, with those who came with the Bible.
Thank you very much.
Those who came with the Bible presented a God, and those who came with bullets and businesses presented their guns and their bags.
It's all right. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Stay safe. And I still want to encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.